Hi guys, I'm Sylvia and today we have a very special episode. Secret thing to tell you guys, this year I've been doing a lot of community work with National Youth Council and of course the Youth Action Panel. So I've spoken to hundreds and hundreds of youth, and you know, youth empowerment is a huge thing for us at NOC. So one of the biggest questions I actually hear from these youths is, Sylvia, how do I find a job in the future? So I've decided to do this episode, and who better to interview than Marcus Tan, co-founder of Carousel, one of the biggest startups in Singapore. You know how hard he was to get? Do you not have to cancel a flight to make it for this interview, for this big shot? But you know what? We're going to be going through 10 fun facts with him, and we'll see whether he knows this fact about jobs and the economy, and also he'll give us advice. So let's start. Now, fun fact number one, by 2028, 85,000 existing jobs will disappear from Singapore and push people into other industries. Do you know that?
I don't know the numbers, but I won't be surprised. Technology today has automated a lot of the work that we are doing manually. And likewise at Carousel, whenever we think about job or like the role, we see how we can use tech to automate it, software to make it simpler, and reduce the need for the human resource.
But what's the pros and cons to all this, tech disruption?
At scale, it saves costs. It also reduces errors. And I think the idea here is to use people to really focus on the softer skills like communication, like empathy, executing programs and policies. Employees, they are focused on doing things that are more high impact.
Recently, Carousel started the property stuff and then the car stuff, right? So let's say I'm a property agent, right? What skill can I learn now? Because you're going to take my job away, Carousel.
In fact, we are helping them make their jobs a lot easier.
Oh, is it? How so?
I mean, if you are like a property agent, you are trying to look for platforms to advertise, to get awareness of what the property is, or you want to help a buyer discover properties within geographies. So that's where technology can help the property agents promote. They can use our packages to bump it up, to target around that geography, and this will give them a wider pool of direct buyers. And this is where they can get more leads and they can get the commission and they will sell the property.
And then they're happy.
Happy, yes.
So Carousel is very good.
I didn't say that, she said that.
Okay, so you know what? Tech disruption is actually happening at a faster rate, right, in Singapore as compared to our ASEAN counterparts, right? So what is one advice that you have for youths who are studying right now to prepare themselves?
This is the no better time to actually start something. Everyone gets access to a computing device where you can build software. Information to actually learn is all available, like YouTube. In fact, there's no excuse to not be able to find information. Everything's on the internet. It's whether you want it or not, and whether you're hungry enough to do it.
Well, that's a very fierce answer. Basically, he's saying if you're lazy, don't blame anybody.
No, it's more like you must be motivated.
Fun fact number 2. Carousel is rumored to be worth more than 500 million USD. You know or not?
Well, it's in the news. So yes, it's in the news. So we
Are you married?
Am I married?
I'm just putting it out there for you girls. Yeah. Are you married?
Fortunately for Carousel, not. I'm married to Carousel.
Okay. So they still got a chance?
What was the question again just now? We look at value as how do we create impact, right? I mean, our revenue has quadrupled over the last year and with about 250 million listings. But I think what we are very focused on is the real value is our community. How can we help them pass on things that is great in great condition and benefit people?
Right, this is very in line what you said in a previous interview, right? That Carousel will rather serve 1 billion people than make $1 billion. What do you actually mean by that?
It's all about how do you help people? How do you service people? I think that's a core thing that people need to know.
Right, so you as a boss, right, what kind of traits do you look out for in a youth who is seeking employment actually?
Top priority is great. Other things are love to work in ambiguity and uncertainty, because these are core things that in an environment today you must have to survive.
Yes. So all I heard is, right, if you have grit, you'll be worth $500 million.
That's what the papers say.
Fun fact number 3, Carousel expanded to more than 6 countries in under 8 years and went from a head count of 3 people to more than 400 people. Do you know that?
Yes.
How do you know?
I work there.
Okay.
In Singapore, we have about 200 people. I think 50-60% are Singaporeans. Overseas, we typically hire local. Of course, we truly believe that to build a local community, you really need locals there, you need local champions there, and you need local leadership there. So we also see as perspective where these local teams, they also bring in that diverse views to our own company in Singapore.
So I know that you have something in Carousel called Family Fridays, which you have started, right, to make this environment very fun, and it's also your vision of how you want Carousel to be. Tell us a little bit more,
So in the early days, when it was just the three of us, we used to eat together. As we grow to like 10, it's still possible. We still have lunch together as a company. But beyond like 50, it was really difficult. We decided to dedicate every Friday, we block off people's calendar to eat together. So we will have lunch in the various offices across the regions. And we will also have a video like live streaming forum where we share company updates, also progress and milestones that we achieve while eating together. So this keeps the essence of like that family touch.
So it's about bringing value to everyone so that they can be close-knitted, right? But give me some gossip.
Goss? Goss is what?
Gossip. I don't want the...
Different generation.
We are about the same age.
Okay,
Can I give you the gossip about Family Friday? Got any drama?
Drama, wow.
Even office romance 那种东西.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for you to matchmake me.
Oh, huh? You wanna? Hey girls, I'm actually very good at this. Ladies and gentlemen, I will bring out the next gossip for Family Friday. I'll be introduced to this eligible bachelor right here. Just wait for me, KL and other officers. Next fun fact, did you know 8 out of 18 of the world's best performing emerging economies are in Southeast Asia?
I don't know actually, honestly. I know Southeast Asia is emerging, but I don't know like 8 out of what, 18? I didn't know. I thought it would be maybe South America, a few more than there.
So your expansion for Carousel is by luck one, I just happened to pick all the correct ones. 想骗我?
No, I mean for us, we are looking at like which region we can create the biggest impact and where is nearest also. And Southeast Asia is underserved, and that's why we invested all time and focus on this region.
Oh, so speaking about all these regions, right, a lot of people say, ASEAN countries are very backwards, poor infrastructure. Is that true or not?
It was at maybe 2012 when we first started, but the infrastructure has improved tremendously over the last few years.
And what's an upcoming market you're going to go and do?
If I tell you, I cannot be here.
Is it in Southeast Asia?
Yes, in Southeast Asia, of course. I think there's a lot of opportunity.
He's going for ASEAN domination here. Next fun fact. Almost 66% of youths interviewed in Singapore say they have no plans to work abroad. Do you know that?
No idea.
Oh, but you work abroad, right?
Yeah, I'm the one in 3.
Singaporeans actually, we're quite global, right? We're used to a lot of stuff overseas, but we're not necessarily regional. So tell us something fun, right, when you actually expand to an ASEAN country. Is there anything fun to encourage people to actually go there and try it out?
Yeah, I mean, I like going overseas. I stay in like Philippines like every week, like for 1 to 2 days at least. Yeah, every week. This week, I'm in Malaysia later. I mean, that's where I feel that like Singaporeans, the youth of today, they should really go out of the comfort zone, go to like neighboring countries, stay for a while, and you realize that firstly, Singapore is great, and you know there's so much growth outside that you can actually like do a business there or like connect with people that need help to do that business. And people outside of Singapore are super friendly. They are very happy to help you get started as well. It's just very fun and refreshing to learn new things. It's just like traveling, right? Traveling is like you see all these nice scenery is great, but imagine that you work with this group of people, you learn even more. You need that open mindset. You need to have that mentality to really pursue it.
Since you mentioned learning together, right? So do you learn any Malaysian slangs, Filipino slangs? Go!
Yeah,
See if you go learn or not.
In Philippines, if you want to say good morning, you say umaga. If you want to introduce yourself, aku si Marcus.
Wow, the basics, huh?
You need to speak basic Taglish to go by.
Next fun fact, this is actually very shocking to me personally, okay? But 1 in 2 millennials in Singapore are very pessimistic about their career prospects.
So 1 in 2, that means one of us is pessimistic. It's shocking. I think to me it's shocking. I think
Right?
yeah, it's not a surprise. I don't know this answer. So
I guess Singapore, right? We are a very, like fast-moving economy. We're doing well. The infrastructure is good. The government is supportive. Why,
I think people have high expectations. I think social media also maybe paints that filtered life. Instagram is all about filters, right? And I think that's an opportunity and also a challenge. I think the opportunity is that like knowing that there is abundance of, especially in the region, opportunities, they should seize it. The challenge is that like what are the platforms and how can they find help?
So wait, when you just graduated, pessimistic or optimistic? Honestly,
I was...
Actually, I was pessimistic.
I was pessimistic.
Yes,
you
see?
see? Yeah. So it's two in two are pessimistic. There's only two ways to do about it, right? One is you feel sad and sorry for yourself and like alamak. Or the other way is to really like, let's take up the challenge, right? That's okay. Pessimistic, what I don't know, let's go and figure it out. That's what we did, right? Like Lucas, Yuri and I, we were just passionate about tech. We were not like programmers, so I picked up design, go on YouTube, watch YouTube, learn how the people draw vectors, how to draw a rectangle. Then so you draw many rectangles. After a while, it looks like an app.
Oh, yo! Wow!
Yeah,
Quote of the day. You draw many rectangles, it will turn out to look like an app.
So yeah, at the end of the day, how do you turn that pessimism into positive energy and actions?
Okay, that aside, right? Have you secretly cried before?
Cry? Wow. Truthfully, no.
Cry in your heart, God.
Oh, hard cry, yeah, of course. But I mean, at the end of the day, like we will be disappointed, we will be sad.
But you get over it and then you move on, correct?
Yes, no one's gonna feel sorry for you. So you have to pick yourself up and do it.
Good job. This is why you are who you are. The next fact, also very shocking, okay? 50% of working adults find their education useless for their job.
I used to be in that camp actually.
Really? Yeah. What do you study?
I study business.
Oh, then? Got use what?
Yes, it helps. So I think that's to clarify what I'm saying. I think the materials that you learn, after a while, maybe not all applicable today.
Yeah, of course.
Times have changed. Some of these new marketing concepts and like strategy concepts changes over time based on economy and trends, etc. But on hindsight, I rethink, I do some reflection. I think all these things are the vigor to write that report, that group presentation. Things are actually part of education, right? If they create that person you are today, those are very valuable.
Just put it out there. I know this is very common, right? A lot of youths are actually studying a course that they don't like, they're not sure what to do. What's your advice?
So I think at the end of the day, like it's like playing cards, right? You're going to be dealt with cards, no matter like what kind of cards. It depends how you play the cards. So if you could get a course that you really like, great, right? But that's not the end of the world you don't get. Because at the end of the day, like going to the other course, you could learn new things that may not be technically that particular industry or that particular domain, but skills like presentation, working in groups, basic programming, basic communication, give me some
Hey, I don't know, man.
Basic stuff. All those things can help you build your character, the determination. The reality, like shit will happen.
Yes.
Is that?
Can. This is
right?
NOC. It's okay.
Won't get cut, right?
No.
The last thing anyone's gonna do is, hey, you okay or not? You okay?
No one's gonna do that. Except your mom. Except your mom. It's secretly in her heart, right? She already very sian of you already.
Well, even when I told my mom like I want to do Carousel, she was like a bit worried. So if you have a course that you don't like, you should still take it as like a life obstacle you need to overcome well. Like I said, there are many other things you can pick up, like make friends there, do CCAs, a lot of CCAs nowadays, join other association or like other communities to learn new things, learn from YouTube, watch NOC, pick up some tips. The other one is like working. Let's start working part-time. I used to work at Swensen.
Swensen ah?
Yeah.
Oh.
I
work at Mango I sell the belt.
I went to zoo before also.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What you do? Scoop shit?
No, that's part of the gym.
Oh,
yeah.
was it fun?
Night safari. So I used to be there's this show. So I carry the snake and scare people. So I tried F&B, didn't like it.
Oh my god,
Tried zoo,
same.
Didn't like it. So you can do all these things if you don't
know what you want.
Yeah, don't know what you want, or you don't really like what that course. But also have open mind. Maybe you will like the course for some reason.
We got eye candy in school. You can always go to school though.
That one you gotta ask her for advice.
Yeah.
How to
This is how I survive.
target your eye
In
candy.
school. Look at eye candies. If not, how I pass.
Oh, I really need to have. I really need to get your help.
Yeah, later. I'll charge you consultation since you're rich. Next fun fact. Singapore came in last in 6 regions when they talk about youths who express interest to be an entrepreneur. Do you know that?
No.
I think it's
What's
very
so sad? Why last? At least second last.
right. At least we first, right? We are kiasu. We are kiasi. Why are we last? Why do you think we're last?
We're in an environment where like
It's too competitive.
competitive and safe is also part of it. The education system maybe helps to create us to be so employable.
That you have too many choices that you don't know, then you might as well don't do, is it? What attitude?
No, because they can find great jobs, right? So why take risks? Why do I want to not work in an amazing job and try to do something on my own?
This is actually quite crazy, right? Because the Singaporean government has actually been supporting the youth a lot. You know, there's the SG Youth Action Plan, there's the Young Change Makers, there's a national fund, there's a lot of things for young people to make themselves, you know, do something for the community and do something for themselves. You know, there are even grants by Enterprise Singapore, you know, such as, you know, Startup SG Founders, Startup SG Tech, so many things.
Entrepreneurship is not just like Carousel, it's also about like really pursuing like what you're passionate about. And if you have a cause, if you have something that you truly believe in, if it comes to business, great. And there are many types of entrepreneurship, right? It could be a problem solver in building something, it could be a content producer, it could be many different things.
Right. So actually he's talking about the spirit of entrepreneurship, right? So you actually don't need to start a company to be an entrepreneur. You can be an entrepreneur in whatever job scope that you're doing.
Or an intrapreneur for like an organization. You could work, if you really like a particular company's mission, you can join and become an intrapreneur, like creating change. Maybe you have this idea that of this brand can do, and going in and help.
So would you say that Carousel is made up of the 3 entrepreneurs, the co-founders, and a lot of intrapreneurs, and this whole collective makes it a successful company?
Absolutely. I think where we are today is not the 3 of us. It's hard work, sweat, tears from the people other than the 3 of us. And we wouldn't be where we are today without them.
Our second last fact is actually quite an optimistic one, okay? 9 out of 10 Singaporean youths actually find lifelong learning important. Did you know that?
I don't know.
You never use your skills future, man?
So,
excuses. 为什么你没有用你的 skills future, 先生?
time. I can't find the timing just doesn't match.
Right, but if you can take a course, what do you actually want to learn?
I would try to learn something work related.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you're asking me, probably like soft skills, like how to communicate better, how do you change management. These are a few things that because like as you grow the company, sometimes you need to change strategies, change processes, change policy.
Okay, I mean, as a
Sounds boring,
co-founder...
but those are very important skills.
Yeah.
Very important skills.
I know, as the co-founder, you have to be the one who actually never stops learning.
Yeah.
Right? You have to remain competitive because you're the leader of the whole company, right? Give us a tip for employers to actually stay competitive, something that you and your co-founders are doing.
Yeah, for us, self-awareness is very important. So you know what gaps you have, and then you can figure out how to get there. But the key about learning is that you need to be comfortable with making mistakes also. Because the more mistakes you make, right, the more you won't make it again. Because you're gonna burn already, you know?
Yeah.
You're gonna burn again, right?
Final fact, Marcus. Did you know you can receive up to $50,000 in grants if you sign up for the Youth Action Challenge? Do you even know what's that? Do you?
I know, you told me.
Oh, yeah! So the Youth Action Challenge, right, is part of the Youth Action Plan, which has a panel which me and Rachel, also our friend, is on. And what we do is, you know, we speak to the community, we do a lot of things like this so that we can build the youth vision of Singapore when it's 2025.
Can I apply?
Yeah. And below 35 is still a youth.
10 plus 10 plus 12 plus 5.
Oh my god, my maths is not good. 10 plus 10 plus. How old is he? He's 37.
Next year.
Oh, okay lah. I mean, you look young, he likes to play soccer, so let's just call him a youth.
I cannot apply because what's the criteria for?
You need to be a youth law, and then you need to, you know, have a great vision and a plan that you want to create, and then you can go to this workshop, and then you can take part in the challenge, and then if your project is picked, you get $50,000 in grant.
That's awesome. I mean, like, I sometimes go to those schools to share.
Yeah.
There are a lot of passionate youths out there that have lots of ideas.
Yeah.
So next time I can just recommend them.
Have you applied for a grant before though?
Yeah. So we did. So we did. It was a spring grant.
Now it's Enterprise Singapore.
Enterprise Singapore. Yes, that's right. Early days was similar. So it's like a 50K
Did you get it?
Yeah, we got it.
Oh.
So, yeah. So you put in some money on your own, but also they top up.
So how do you spend your 50,000?
So
Teach
the
us.
servers, the Android engineer, freelancer. We had some like marketing promo campaigns that we run. So we bought gift cards. We created campaigns where you list 10 things, you get a chance to win the gift card. And we also run like Facebook campaigns where you share this post, tag somebody, and you will get a chance to win the gift card.
Right.
So these were the early day tactics that we did to raise awareness for Carousel together with product development.
So was the 50,000 useful? Because I've never applied for grant.
Absolutely. I think at the end of the day, there are some investment costs. This helped us cover the kind of investment costs. Of course, we didn't pay ourselves. We had zero salary for 1.5 years, but that 50-70K thing allowed us to do all those things.
Bella, can you go and sign up for some grants? I feel like I need it very badly. And that's it, the 10 fun facts with Marcus. Okay, Marcus, I would like to reveal the score to you. Do you recall how many you get correct or not?
Enough to pass.
Yes, that is correct. You passed with 5 upon 10. And not bad. You're sitting there. How many did you get correct? Tell us. Now, Marcus, final words to people watching this video.
Firstly, thank you so much for allowing me to share about Carousel. At the end of the day, I don't want to sound cliche, but it's not about the marks. It's about the journey. It's about learning what I do not know. And at least I know I made 5 mistakes. And I remember all the stats. So yeah, but I hope this is helpful. I hope you listening this will find a job that is meaningful and purposeful.
Now this is the end of our pilot episode, and I do plan to do more of these, interviews to help you and give you advice. But tell me, what's your feedback? What do you like about this? How can I improve on this series? And if you like the host, and if you like the guest face, or you next time you want a more handsome one, I don't know. So just drop it in the comment section below. And with that, remember to click here for more, click here to subscribe. Say it, your line, go!
Click. Sorry, I always wanted to do this. I never been on I never blog or anything. So
yes.
Click and like and subscribe here right now.
Must look at the camera while I say that.
Like that. Is it here? Like that?
Yes, the smile. Excited a bit?
Damn excited.
Good job, thank you.
Thank you. Can I work here? Can I work at NOC?
Can.